Well, here we are once again, ladies and gentlemen, watching spoopy movies in the basement down here. And what a movie for us to be watching. It's a movie that is considered topical. It's a movie that's considered frightening. And it's a movie that, according to some people, if you talk to out there, speaks, and I quote, the truth.
All right.
And, okay. Some of that I don't 100% believe in. I just think it's like a fucking awesome, like good psychological horror, like...
Ooh, I like psychological horror.
Crazy ass movie. And it's got some of the best acting in it I've possibly ever seen in a horror film. And that's saying something. So, anyway, what have you all heard about this movie?
Not shit. I mean, basically what you
Well,
said.
I would expect you would hope to hear not shit.
Like what you said.
Like it's good?
You've said it was good, and that it was about a guy going with his girlfriend to a town of a lot of white people. Which is kind of like here.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of like what I was like the way you described it so far was like maybe how someone would feel coming here.
Yeah.
Kind of, maybe.
Because where we
Depends.
live in the Bible Belt of like East Tennessee, and there's not a lot of diversity, or it's a very conservative.
There's some. Well, it depends on where you look. I mean, if you go to State Street, you'll find it all over the place. Yeah, it's just the problem is you never walk around State Street. You damn recluse.
It's very conservative area still, though.
Yeah, but
You can't throw a stone without hitting a church. And
fair enough.
And,
but that doesn't mean anything bad.
doesn't mean anything bad, but you know, I mean, the area is known for things.
Well, speak about them.
I mean, within like the last 10 years, there have been issues with race here.
In what reason?
And racism here.
In what way?
Well, just... I mean, there are still... I don't want to talk about it.
Well, shouldn't we talk about it?
Well, no, because I can give you examples, but it involves, like, my family or my friends, and I don't want to put that out.
Well, that's
there.
individuals. That's individuals. That's
but,
not,
like,
that's not
still,
all of society.
There is still racism in this area.
Well, there's
like,
racism all over the place, honey. I mean, honestly, I went up to New York about, I don't know, about 10 years ago, same time. And you know what one of the shopkeepers said to me?
Yeah.
He said, I'd like to move down south. I hear down there's not as many N-words. And I'm like, okay. Actually, there's more. Just depends on where you go.
Well, I know it's like everywhere, but here, like what I'm trying to say is here there are certain areas that are like sectioned off, and like that's the poor area. That's where all, you know, those people live. You don't go there, kind of thing. And I don't like that, and I don't want to like throw it out there.
What, like trailer parks?
No.
Yeah.
No. That's actually not what I'm talking about. No, it's actually apartment complexes around here.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Too. It was like the apartments over next to, yeah.
Yeah, you know where I'm talking about. In this area, it's a little different. And you hear people talk shit about it all the time, and I don't like it, but I can't explain I've actually told you about it recently, if you remember. It had to do with the school system, but I can't say it on camera.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about it. One example does not a racist society make. But
this area is full of people like that person.
No. Most people don't give a shit anymore. Most people are just too caught up in their own stuff to really care anymore. I mean, honestly, there may be like inherent racism in some ways with certain people, but honestly, I think nowadays people talk about racism being worse than ever, and it may be people talk subconsciously and all that. Truth be told, I have a friend, Peter Yoon, whose family is from North fucking Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Under gunpoint, his mother and father were pretty much told that they were going to be separated, and they fled. They come here and they deal with moderate, you know, like y'all get back to where you come from and all that. But they still stayed in this area because they found people that were compassionate towards them and didn't care. Now, there are ignoramuses in this area who, in all honesty, should be eliminated from the gene pool as far as I'm concerned, because, honestly, ignorance like that, it spreads like a weed.
I mean, there are still people in this area that will say something if they see an interracial couple. Like,
well, yeah, but
it's
honestly, it's the same thing the other direct. It's white people, like there's angry white people that do that, and there's angry black folks. I mean, heck, I dated a black girl for a while, and her dad fucking hated me. Her dad said I didn't belong there, and I should just break up with her.
Well, the thing is, no matter which way it goes, everyone just needs to, you know, not be like that.
I know. Hell, Heather, here's
How
the thing.
hard is it?
For some people out there, it's very easy. But for people out there who are from a different generation, who are unaware of just how they're hurting somebody in when it comes to stuff like that.
And that's the issue here, is this place where we live is full of people over the age of 40.
Is full. Heather, the majority of the people in this area are like between the ages of 18 and 35.
This is retirement city.
This is not no. I know what you're saying. No, retirement city. You know where most people retire to? Deeper south, Florida.
Yeah,
people retire to like Savannah, Georgia.
It's not as bad here as like there, sure, but like as far as this area goes, you know, 30 minutes down the road is where most of the younger people are.
Yeah.
What do you mean 30 minutes down the road?
Like where the schools are, not here.
Oh, this is the inner city. In the inner city, there's a shit ton of kids. I mean, honestly, I see them all the time walking down the street on State Street and everything like that. I mean,
well, yeah, like the middle schoolers and high schoolers that live here.
Yeah, and that's the vast majority of them. Most of the kids don't live out in the suburbs; they live in the city.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like young adults.
I think she means like
college age.
Yeah, like she's talking about Johnson City. Probably.
Like Johnson City has more diversity and there's less. You see a lot more. There is a whole different feeling when you go to Johnson City than when you're here.
Here's the thing: everyone wants to claim that. I'll say this, Heather. Everyone wants to claim that, you know, racism's a bad thing. I will never dispute that.
Right.
But everyone wants to claim racism's worse now than it has ever been. I'm sorry, but a black kid potentially wolf whistling at a white woman back in 1965, lynched. Doing it now, you just pretty much have the rest of the women calling him a pig for wolf whistling, because wolf whistling isn't.
Well, I don't
think
it's
nowadays.
A matter of is it worse or not. I mean, the fact of the matter is it shouldn't be a thing at all.
Well, here's the thing, Heather. A lot of things shouldn't be a thing at all. Genocide shouldn't be a thing at all. I mean, murder shouldn't be a thing at all.
Get it.
But
the
at the same
not
time,
gonna be perfect,
and it never will be. And I learned a long time ago to stop worrying about the paltry things that make up the fabric of what everyone perceives as society, and instead control my fate as best I can. I mean, honestly, I really don't care what people do as long as they don't hurt others.
Right, but at this point they are.
How?
Well, is it not hurting someone if like you're walking down the road and you see like an interracial couple, and like someone's yelling at them, calling them names, and like
that's that individual though. That's not society.
Right, but I'm saying, would you not feel an obligation to say something?
I would, but at the same time, aggression breeds more aggression.
Well, I'm not saying something aggressive, but
No, to them, that's aggression. To you, saying something back to them is aggression, and they will respond with more aggression. The important thing is, it's the same thing with dealing with trolls online. When they spout that hateful shit, it's best to... if they get in your face and, get physical with you, then you do something.
Yeah.
But if they're just spouting that shit just to get a reaction out of you, don't listen. Don't fucking listen, because the worst thing you can do is just... it's the same thing MLK said. That's the reason why things changed so much because of MLK, is because he did not incite violence back. Instead, he fought back by showing the world what peace can do.
Right.
But everyone nowadays wants to, have that knee-jerk reaction and just start swinging.
Well, I'm not saying walk up and deck them in the face. I'm saying you shouldn't just sit back and watch it happen. Something
I'm not saying sit back and watch it happen either.
I'm not saying what needs to be done is violence.
But at the same time, it's just one when you say it. Well, how you worded it seemed like I don't see that around. I hang around Brian and Marie all the time.
Yeah.
And I've asked them about this stuff and how much they've come across it.
Uh-huh.
You know how much they've said?
None.
No, they've said no, very little. They've said very little. We've had a few times here every now and again, but the majority of the people who come by don't care. Don't bat an eye about it.
Which is good. I mean, hopefully they don't.
And it's not because of the whole, this is one thing I heard some people say about certain people. They call them a model minority, someone who isn't acting out. Brian's acting out. Brian's being himself. He's not trying to, fit in and, try and do what others want him to do. He's doing what he wants.
Which is what everyone needs to do.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's just, I hate that everyone pretends that it's worse than ever, and it's actually... Donald Glover said it best. We live in the 21st century. Polio's not existent anymore. Black kids aren't getting lynched up in record numbers because they looked at it because they didn't let a white person pass them by on the street. I mean...
Can't wait for polio to come back, though.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Went extinct in, I think, 1937.
We'll see how long it takes.
Well, it didn't have a chance to evolve, though, so it really can't come back. A different strain of it may evolve and become something else, but who knows?
I just know I vaccinated my kid.
Good for you.
I did my part.
You had the choice to vaccinate your child, and you did. And hey, good on you.
Right.
You chose freely. Well,
that's the thing.
Boy, howdy, isn't it? So, this topical conversation.
I feel like we should cut that.
Nope, leave it in. Okay. So why should we? I mean, honestly, I don't see a reason why we should cut that. I mean, it's not like we spouted ignorance.
All right.
If we get downvotes on the video, we get downvotes on the video. It's just a bunch of idiots.
At the end of the day, what we were trying to say is racism is wrong, and the world is not perfect. And as much as we would like for it to be, unfortunately, people can't wrap it around their heads that they should just be fucking nice to people, because being nice is very punk rock.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the simplest way I can put it.
Well, and here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say back to that. Not as a counterpoint, but as a contemporary,
It's show people the love that you want for yourself.
Well, yeah, I believe in that.
I don't know.
It's just, you can't expect everyone to follow what you want, and the only way to lead is by example. And honestly, setting an example of being the best person you can be and showing them how, Pee Wee Reese did a great thing. I mean, he was the first guy to come up to Jackie Robinson when Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947, put his arm around him. And in the middle of Louisville, Kentucky, when all they were shouting at him was, N-word, get off the field, N-word this, N-word that. And then Pee Wee Reese, a Louisville, who was from not too far from there, puts his arm around him, and pretty much everyone in the place went silent. Lesson learned. Human beings. All these superficial barriers we throw up around each other is just bullshit.
Life's weird.
Yeah.
That's a trip. Enjoy the journey. All right, here we go. This is Get Out. Oh yeah, we didn't even say really talk about the movie that much, outside of the first.
I hope that conversation had something to do with this movie. Please tell me it did.
It probably did.
Fuck this. I'm about to go the other way. I can't. Not today. Not me.
That's me.
You know how they like to do motherfuckers out here, man. I'm gone. Bro, yo.
I never heard that song before, but it creeped me out when I first heard it. I'm like, nope. And of course, play Redbone by Childish Gambino.
Yo, you at work?
Yeah, I'm at work. But Chris, tell me this, okay?
How can I get in trouble for patting down an old lady? It's standard procedure. Gary just thinks an elderly bitch is elderly. She can't hijack no motherfucking black.
Yeah.
No, I accept your apology. It's all good. How's Miss Rosie doing?
She's good. She's driving.
Can I talk to him?
No.
I'd like to talk to him, please.
Hold on.
Hi, Rod.
You know you picked the wrong guy, right?
Oh, yeah, of course I know that. This is all just a ploy to get to you. It's not too late for us.
Okay, get your own girl.
Like
what?
Like, don't go to a white girl parent's house.
You're jealous.
Not jealous.
I mean, you're jealous. It's Rod.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. I've hit, 4 deer in my life.
Ben almost hit a deer the other day, and then he said,
Mein Gott.
Mein Gott!
And I died.
yeah, we just looked at him like, sorry, what?
You want to hear it? By the way, listen right here.
Oh, no.
Do you hear that sound? That is the sound of the director. That was literally the director doing the sound effect for the deer.
Sir, can I see your license, please?
Wait, why?
Yeah, I have state ID.
No. He wasn't driving.
Anytime there is an incident, we have every right to ask.
Bullshit.
Ma'am,
What?
That was hot. I see that.
We're here.
That was hot. Nothing make a brother happier than a white woman taking up for him against the police.
By the way, I would have voted for Obama for a third term if I could. Best president in my lifetime, hands down.
I agree.
Yeah. So what are your parents?
You never see those.
Yeah, those push cylindrical mowers. Yeah, those.
Mom passed away when I was like 11.
Must be
Sup,
very...
fam?
Oh
Hey,
god.
Care Bear.
Here we
Hi,
go.
darling.
Nobody answers the door around here.
Oh, I can't decide if I'm gonna love him or hate him.
Why would I?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's gonna be one of the two.
My first kiss, and he slipped some tongue, and I was not expecting it, and it was a reflex. I'm sorry. A reflex that
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go
Girl,
to
no.
and Dean, maybe clean it up just a little bit.
So, Chris, what's your sport? Football, baseball?
Basketball, mostly.
I'm that person that checks hotel rooms for cameras and stuff when I get there too.
Ah.
Which is probably not actually a bad thing. It's a paranoid thing to do, but
Yeah.
it's definitely not like a stupid idea.
Kid,
Oof. I would die. Okay. If this happened to me, I would shit. Oh, I've seen a meme of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Oh.
Do you realize how dangerous smoking is?
Jesus, lady.
Yeah.
Come in and sit with me, please. Just for a little bit. Please. Thank you. Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
Stop doing that.
Not bad. Hey, Nielsen.
He's just like, we're doing this now.
Wow.
So, is it true?
I've heard of like some.
Is it better?
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's fucking...
Bruh. Back the fuck off, lady.
That's really
Now
weird.
the pendulum is swung back. Black is in fashion.
He's the only person he seems to be relating to in some way is the blind dude.
Alright.
That's not fucking creepy at all. Not at all.
Oh.
I got hypnotized last night.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
It's a big smoke. Rose's mom is
He sound like
Bruh,
Yusuf.
I don't care if the bitch is Ayana Van Zant, okay? She can't fix my motherfucking life. You ain't getting in my head. Jeffrey Dahmer was eating the shit out of niggas' heads, okay? But that was after he fucked their heads. Do you think they saw that shit coming? Hell no. Okay? They was coming over there. Someone just suck a little dick, maybe jiggle some balls and shit. Nah, they didn't get a chance to jiggle shit until their head was off their fucking body.
Guy.
Yeah, they still sucked the dick, but without their heads. It was fucking weird, detached head shit. You know, that's Jeffrey Dahmer business.
Bruh.
That's me. He
Man,
just...
I ain't making this shit up on A&E, man. Okay? I'm gonna tell you this. I think that mom is putting everybody in a trance and she fucking the shit out of them.
Thanks, Rod. Bye.
Hello.
Alright.
She is literally so close to the screen, I can almost smell her breath from here. Look at her cry. You see you're crying right there?
Yeah.
No. I'll do something.
The chores have become my sanctuary.
Oh no.
Oh shit. You had the flash on there, man. Whoa.
Get out! Yo! Yo! Chill, man! Get out! Chill, man! Chill, man! Chill! Get out of here!
What?
Gary.
I'll be honest, I've made up some bullshit before just to get out of a situation I didn't want to be in.
We all have.
Like right now, I gotta go. No.
He came to the party with a white woman like 30 years old. Sex lady! Oh, shit!
Chris, you gotta get the fuck up out of there, man. You in some high-wise situation.
Oh my god.
I don't know why that got
You gonna be a... Hello? Chris? Oh.
Did he just say help?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit!
Is he hurt?
Did you see him drop?
Yes, I did. Jeremy, grab his legs, please. Take him downstairs. Do you know him?
You were one of my favorites.
Okay, hold on. You lying bitch. She is lying like a motherfucker. I know that. Ooh, that TSA shit tingles. This motherfucker's lying. I got you. I'm gonna record your ass. Record the shit out of you. You talk too goddamn much. You gonna say something. What the fuck you know? Chris is my best friend.
Hey, look, if you did something to
I
him,
know you think about fucking me, Rod.
ain't nobody thought about fucking you. I want you to say some stupid shit. What the... You ass, fuck you. I didn't want to...
Fuck you. Bye. She's a genius.
She a genius. An evil genius. It's the turtleneck and the ponytail that just make me just go, this, like, something's off about that girl. You probably don't remember him that much. The dad, the father.
Yeah.
He was in Cabin in the Woods. He was the guy who got killed by the merman.
Yeah.
Well, bocce ball to the back of the friggin' dome. There you go.
Dead.
Cotton. Oh, the symbolism. Oh, oh. Get deer shanked, bitch.
Unprepared for that.
Huh?
Unprepared for that one. Throw the cup.
There you go. There you go. Oh! That's a letter opener to the friggin' hand.
Ouch.
Ouch.
He's just like, this has been a fucking day. There's gonna be... What?
Oh, rear naked choke. Oh, shit. Stab him in the arm, man. Stab him in the arm. Woo! Curb stomp his ass. Yeah. Psycho! Who eats their Fruit Loops like that? Who? Oh, she's scouting. Who eats their Fruit Loops like that? You just eat from a bowl and then drink them. You psycho!
I eat my Cinnamon Toast Crunch like that.
You psycho! I'm joking, of course. It doesn't really matter to me.
You needed to go, but call.
So, what's he doing?
He feels compelled to save her in some way because it's just like his mother.
Yeah, I knew that, but... Oh.
Grandma. Get him, Grandpa.
I think it's a 270.
Let me do it.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, honey.
Don't fucking do it.
Don't fall for it, man.
Oh
Don't
my
fall
God.
for it. Don't fall for it. It's bullshit.
It'll happen to you.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, that girl crazy. Shoot her in the head. Oh no. Oh, the context.
Oh no. Oh, thank
I love it. I love it. Oh shit.
Get in the car and hit the bitch.
Yeah, run her over. Double tap. What do you say in a situation like this? I told you not to fuck with them white bitches?
I mean, I told you not to go in that house.
Okay. Thoughts? How about that ending, huh? When you heard the siren and saw the lights.
You know what I thought.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone thought that. Everyone thought that.
Uh-huh.
No context being seen. You know, woman shot in the stomach and strangled and everything with no context.
Bodies around everywhere.
All bodies everywhere. And one lone dude just on top of a girl choking her.
Yeah.
It looks bad.
It looks really bad.
Yeah.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about the ending of this movie?
What is that?
That was only one of the endings that they filmed.
Okay.
They filmed this ending, and then they also filmed an ending where it was the police. And guess what happened?
What?
Rob visited Chris while Chris was serving time in prison.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, told you not to go there.
He's just... It actually ended on a more somber note than this one did. This one ended on, a semi-comedic, unnerving one because Rob coming along and saving the day, and then boom, it's over.
Yeah.
Rose bleeds out in the middle of the road, and the entire Armitage family is dead. I mean, the dad's dead, the brother's dead, the mama's dead, and now Rose is dead. Oh, not only that, but Georgina and Walter as well.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting fact as well is whenever you first see Georgina, the thing that Dean Armitage says is, "Oh, we keep a little piece of my mother here."
Yeah.
And and you noticed all throughout the film, like, the people who have had the operation done, you saw the scars and everything, were wearing hats or had hair pieces on.
Like, I noticed a bunch of things through the film, but it was just, I was waiting for the reason.
Well, yeah, you noticed the little itty bits of, you have hints at something
When
bigger
she
going.
hypnotized him during the first little bit and was like, where were you when your mom was in the accident? I was like, I bet the whole point was if he had called right away, like, that she would have not bled out or something.
She probably wouldn't have done. There's no way he could have known.
And
but
then later on it came out. Like, the movie, I don't want to say it was predictable because it wasn't, but there were a lot of things that fell into place very predictable.
Well, okay. You could see the puzzle pieces, you just didn't have...
The full picture.
You didn't have the full picture, yeah.
But pieces made sense before they were revealed.
Okay. Did you see Rose's betrayal coming?
I saw that coming, I think, right before he found the pictures. Like, basically, right when he was telling her he wanted to leave. And she was just kind of like...
Okay. Well, okay... Here's the thing. When I first saw this, I thought... When I saw the pictures, I'm like, oh, God.
Because I remembered her saying that she had never dated a black guy before.
Yeah, and he was the first.
Yeah.
So for me, when I heard that, and I saw the pictures, I'm just... I immediately had two thought patterns form in my head. One, she's in on it. Or two, she's being hypnotized as well, and is pretty much being hypnotized to forget about it, and is sent back into the city to bring back more... young black men.
Oh, I totally was like, man, she has to know something is up. Like, there's no way she didn't notice, like, when she came up those stairs just now, all of those people being weird downstairs. Yeah. Like, I had figured she knew something was up, and then when the pictures came out, I was like, yes, that's confirmation that she's in. Okay, got it.
So, here's one thing that a lot of people don't notice. I didn't notice it at first either, but going back and looking at it, I understand the reason behind it. When the cop asks for Chris's ID after they hit the deer, and she's all defensive and everything, not wanting the cop to see it and everything, do you know why she did that?
Well, one, it's because she doesn't want, she wants it to look like, hey, I'm protecting you because I don't want you to feel like he's being, like that because of your race, but also, hey, I'm taking you here to get killed. I don't want him to have your fucking ID.
Yeah. Lack of a paper trail.
Yeah.
That's one thing a lot of people don't notice who don't connect the dots on that scene. And when you see she's very adamant that she doesn't want him to scan his ID, it's just like, wow. Like,
you think she's being a hard ass, but she's really covering her ass.
Yeah. And also just there's actually talk of them doing a prequel series or a prequel movie of this.
Of other ones.
Yeah, well, of actually like Rose's first time doing it, where she is told by her parents that this is her job in this whole thing.
She just fucks it up the whole time.
No. And her first time, like, she has to learn how to be this character that she has to play. And, she's had, like, you saw, like, photos of her where she was, like, in theater and all that. Yeah. And it would be her trying to apply it to that. And then eventually you'd see, like, the last piece of her humanity leave her. And instead, all you'll have left is that same psychotic smiling girl as she's getting choked out on the ground. When she started smiling, I'm just like, like, what? Like, she's getting off on this shit. She's getting off on, like, just having just like this like not edgy but this I don't know, she gets off on doing that on providing false hope and then ripping it away at the last instant.
I definitely just had that moment of, isn't it really great that things like this only happen in Muhu?
What? What? You think in real life white people are bringing black folks out?
Well, no. I meant like murder in general. But then I realized,
murder happens.
Like, yeah, you could
the time.
totally get stabbed in your life. Isn't that terrifying?
Get stabbed? Shit. I'm afraid I'll get kidnapped and like thrown in, like, and tied to a chair and get tortured. I mean, that's one of my biggest fears.
Earlier upstairs, Ben was doing a cracker pack for Magic.
Yeah.
And I decided to eat a Magic card and like gagged on it and almost threw up. And can you imagine if someone kidnapped me and like even like cut me a little or was like a little bit mean to me? I would just like vomit. I am such a baby about everything.
My biggest fears, for me, I like I said, I've been in fights before, so being in a fight and being in a pressure situation like that doesn't bother me as much. But where I don't have control over myself, where I'm like tied up or something like that, my biggest fear is, of course, getting buried alive.
I mean, that wouldn't be good.
Well, here's the thing. I like moving.
Mm-hmm.
I like being able to have free range of motion, being able to put my arms over my head, stretch my feet out and all that. If I was in a restricted space where I could only I'd fucking just lose it.
I don't remember what it was someone put me in once that I lost it. I mean, actually...
A closet or something?
I don't even know that it was a closet. I think it was some sort of... like a trunk or something.
Oh.
I will tell you off camera. I don't want to say it on camera.
Who did it?
No, but like there is one thing that will cause a complete terror reaction within 10 seconds if you do it to me. I mean, to the point of I will go, let me go, and it'll just, and I will be screaming within 10 seconds trying to kick you off of me, and to the point of I will be crying, I will be screaming bloody murder. You better get off. 10 seconds, guaranteed every time. It terrifies me that bad.
Damn.
Like, I have a violent reaction to it. I don't want to say it on camera, and it's because if any of you ever break into our house, I don't want you to do it to me.
They're not going to. Anyone who's watching it, if anyone, hey, here's a lesson. Anyone who breaks into this house without our permission and has ill on the mind, know this.
Anyone who breaks in without permission.
Well, yeah.
There are a bunch of guys in here with shotguns.
No, you don't need a bunch of guys. You just need one, and someone who knows how to use it. Yeah. I have birdshot and I have buckshot, and I'll blow a hole straight in the middle of your fucking chest if you try.
And bring it on. There are so many fucking locked doors in this house that it wouldn't be worth your time.
Oh, no. It would not. Well, going room to room, clearing the house, and plus, the floors creak in here a lot. So we'd hear somebody if they were
I'm pretty
coming.
sure that if you didn't know the layout of this house, to get to one of us, you would have to go through 5 locked doors.
Exactly. It's not worth it.
We're going to know.
Yeah. We will know.
And we're like, what, 2 minutes from a police station?
Yeah.
Good luck.
2 minutes from a police station. And not only that, we're surrounded by a bunch of people who also are like avid gun owners.
Oh my gosh.
And I have family members who are avid gun owners, including some who are in law enforcement.
Also, we literally have neighborhood watch in this area.
That's true. We have that as well.
Yeah, this area, like, I'm not actually worried about anyone breaking in, but I don't think I don't want it out there.
Yeah.
Well, I understand. And that's fair.
I'm not actually worried about anyone breaking in and doing it.
Well, that's fine. I mean, honestly, I
think it's funny to entertain the idea, though.
No, it is funny. I'll never doubt that. It is funny as hell to think about that shit. But for me, I like.
Hold on. If we were up where we normally are,
yeah,
and they broke in, like maybe that, and we had all the doors shut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Counting your 6. Personal door, yeah, it'd be 6. So it's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it.
And that's if you know where you're going.
Yeah, that's if you know where the rooms are. We haven't done a house tour of this house. We haven't done a house
You know
tour.
where you're going. You're getting 6 doors to get to one of us. Good luck.
Yeah, and next thing you know,
there
you
are
open
4
the
floors in this house.
You open the door thinking it's the person that you want, and all of a sudden,
Son of a bitch.
you open the door, and it's just me there going, "Hi." Just dead.
There are like 5 bathrooms, 4 floors. There are very few bedrooms. Good luck.
Yeah. And then there's a streaming office too. You'll probably break into the streaming office and be like, "Aha!"
There's rooms that you're gonna be like, there's nothing even in this room.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactamundo. And then you break into my room and Lucy comes up to you and she starts just like latching onto your leg and just
and
like
Arya's just like,
Arya's just like on the bed,
And
just
then-
like playing dead, like.
Oh, I was gonna say Peanut would chase you in like 2 seconds, but
Well, Peanut hears like the wind blowing outside.
oh yeah, they'll know exactly where Ben is.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing.
If they
I'd
want
hear
Ben,
that.
they got Ben.
I'd hear that, and all of a sudden, all you'd have to do is yell down the hallway, "Night!" And all of a sudden, I'll just be like, "Time to kill."
Yeah.
And I'll just run over, grab my shotgun, come out, and just
He's
be
like,
like,
I've been waiting my whole life.
"No,
for
I'm not
this.
gonna be like I've been waiting my whole life for this." Just be like, "Motherfucker, coming to my house, you better come prepared." It's like if I see him holding a knife, I'll be like, "I'll give you a 2-step head start. You can either head for me or head for the door. You choose." And that's how I'll be. I'll stand there at the foot of my door, and I'll just be like,
Choose wisely.
"Choose wisely. I'll give you 2 steps
I'll even tell you which direction the door's in, since you're probably lost right now.
straight there. It's like down there,
Or you can
and
jump
to the
off this
right.
balcony.
Yeah, or jump off the balcony. Try not to land head first.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a balcony.
Yeah.
God, imagine if they break in, but you startle them so bad they just fall off.
That would be hard to explain to the police, especially if they die. Could you imagine that?
I don't think they'd die if they fell off of it. I think
If
they
they
might get
landed
a
head
broken neck.
first, yeah. Dude, you land head first from like 1 story.
Well, it would be one story.
You break your neck.
Anyway, enough talking about people breaking into the Renegade Mansion.
Yeah.
Everyone calls us a mansion. It's just a very big house.
I don't know if Nick
I don't
came
know
up
who
with
started
or-
that. I think it was Ben.
Nick and Ben both call it that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who started saying it first.
I don't know who started saying it first, but it's just the nickname
It just
for the
sticks.
house.
Well,
until we
honestly,
come up with a better one.
Well, this is the most mansion-esque house we've ever lived in.
It's big.
Very, very fucking big. So, because I think about it, we've had the lair, which is my mom and my stepdad's basement. Then we had the roadhouse, which we lived in for a year. And then we had the... No, actually, at one point we had the outpost, but then there was a whole familial dispute that pretty much tied that up to where we would never be able to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the third place we...
you never nicknamed it.
We never did. And now we live in the mansion. So...
Yeah, the one I originally moved in with Nate into never got nicknamed.
Yeah. So...
The place before this one.
Hello? It's been okay. So yeah, I heard commotion and I'm like,
yeah.
Anyway, we
like
gotta
the
wrap
fuck.
up this
And
recording.
'cause
Yeah.
they were just talking about
Yeah, we can't stop talking. So
Hi, why's
anyway,
your hand in your pocket?
So
Okay.
anyway, we're
What-
going
what are you
to
doing?
end the recording here. Yeah. Okay. So thank you all so much for tuning in. This was Get Out, and hey, if you want us to do more of this stuff, let us know in the comments below. And let's keep going with Spoopstober. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.